Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to Future IT Vision. This is Jaman. Today I will be show you Selenium Page Object Model Framework with Base Factory Part 4 regarding about Xpath. So this session will be only giving some idea about locator and Xpath and how we can do with Firefox, find element with Firefox. So now guys, I have created a small document for you guys. I will provide this one inside the comment section in the video YouTube, so you can find out there. Question will be always there. What is Xpath? Guys, Xpath is a represent as XML path. Xpath is used for find location or element for HTML DOM structure. From HTML DOM structure, you can find a location through the Xpath. The Xpath locator. How you guys we can find Xpath locator? Like it can be ID. Sorry guys, this is not locator. I mean locator. So locator. How do you can define the locator? Example: ID, class name, tag, text, and etc. So those way you can always locate the locator. So how many type of Xpath exist? So there is a two type of Xpath. One is the absolute Xpath, a relative Xpath. So I will show you guys how you can find out the Xpath and which one is the absolute Xpath and which is the relative Xpath. So guys, you have to open the Firefox. If you are already know how to find Xpath through the Firefox, it's easy and convenience. I like it and I always use it. Or I can do it also. You can do it Chrome or other browser too. If you have very good idea about HTML, you can find out with any browser. I mean, for easy way, use the Mozilla Firefox. Some Firefox have issue, so some version. So what you can do, Firefox preference, I can show you. Use Firefox, about Firefox. So use 55.0 version. Always you can find out the version, older version. There is a website you can find. I will put in the comment section the older version Firefox. So now guys, we are in the Firefox. Now we need certain things to download, install in our Firefox. So this is, you go right click right side here, there is add-ons. Click in the add-ons. In add-ons, get add-ons, you can do get add-ons or extension. So I mean extension, we're gonna find out the extension. So you can write down what kind of extension I need. I need a Firebug, Firefinder, FNF, Firefinder, Firepath. These three we need in our extension in Firefox. Find a Xpath. So I already have it, guys. I think this is basic things everyone knows. If you have any problem, please feel free to comment in the YouTube section. I will be help you guys out. But just go here and install. You can always fire here. Am I right? Firebug. So you will be see here the Firebug is available. I already have installed. That's why it's not showing us here. Available or not. So because I already installed, so you don't have to worry. So in last updates I have, if you delete it, extension, I have Firebug. Write down Firebug. If you see Firebug, just install. Then you will say Firefinder. So FNF is a Firefinder. In the search button you will find a Firefinder, also Firepath. So just install and restart your browser. So done. So now when do you have those kind of extension, you are ready to find a Xpath or locator. So example, we have our website where actually we are testing. You can see here the website, a lot of image, name, tag, or whatever it all, but we can find a locator easily. How? You will see when you have to download the Firebug over here, like bug sign, just click it. When you click it here, you will be see the showing is here HTML cookies is Xpath, CSS is this. So we are talking about Xpath. So now if you click this click button and go to the Omen, and this is the Xpath issue. issue. So Xpath, I mean, we was talking about absolute Xpath and relative Xpath. So now we just found a one Xpath. This is look like Xpath which is relative. Why is relative? Relative basically is start from the where actually this DOM is started, not from beginning. So now that's why this is called this is called relative Xpath. You see, you will see always start from the / star the relative Xpath. So if you copy this here, and if I see example, this is the relative Xpath. Now we will find out the absolute Xpath. There is a way to find Xpath. Go over here and you show generate absolute Xpath. If you choose generate absolute Xpath, now if you click again, now you will be see absolute Xpath start from HTML, which is here. So now you'll see start from the beginning, which is the absolute Xpath. So this is the absolute Xpath look like. If you guys have in future, if you guys someone are looking job, this kind of question always will be asked to you. So be prepared for that. So this is the absolute Xpath. Absolute Xpath start from the HTML, and a relative Xpath you will see the slash. That means before the ID, whatever have the graph it / star, and this is the thing. So now in our automation framework, we're going to use the relative Xpath, which is more convenient and more reliable. So this is for Xpath, guys. Now we're going to show you some Xpath how to customize it. This is easy way to do. So we will be doing it today. So now you see here the Xpath example. I will be show one things. So we want to see this search button. Am I right? So if you click here and go to the search button, this is the absolute. So I don't want absolute. I want to go to the relative. So now his relative will be show up. Go to search button over here. So now, guys, so if you find a ID which is appropriate, you see there's no number inside, so use the ID. Don't use the Xpath, because ID don't change very often. Well, I prefer always Xpath because Xpath you can always customize, but ID is more stronger than Xpath. So over here, you see that over here they're saying ID. So use the ID, not Xpath. Another things also, guys, if you want to something by also, if you use example, you see when you have ID, Xpath is very simple. They're showing / star and ID. You can use the Xpath also. But I mean, when you want to use a locator, your first choice should be ID, even though you prefer Xpath, because if ID is not dynamic, I mean dynamic, which is not changing very often, which is with not number. So you should use the reliable ID. If you don't have reliable ID, use the Xpath. So now we will go find out some Xpath which one we can customize. So over here, you see, this is the Xpath. So this Xpath is very, always relative, and already is nothing to change. We know this is the search box and search box button. They're showing the button. So this Xpath is already looks good. But if you want to more stronger, what you can do? Example, you can see the under the button. Yeah, this is the button. Yeah, now the button have class, also have type, also have name. You can find by name or find by type. So what you can do, that bracket, which is add, and you can copy this and close the third bracket. And if you see that, it's choosing. So why we are doing these things? We know the button can be search box button, can be in the another section too. So we don't want our locator duplicate. So now we see always, check here bottom, how many places select, is selecting one place, okay? Always make sure when you're doing XPath, check the always the bottom, how is it happening, okay? So now you saw is over here submit button, and which is the type submit. So now it's still down is more stronger. So this way you can always customize your XPath. So let's go to more complicated one, okay? So example, go to the card button, this card, okay? So now here you see over here, say ID div 3 div A. So now what we can do, just my suggestion, try to cut from beginning. Example, I'm going to cut here, you see, from beginning. Always cut from the beginning, okay? So I prefer like that. So if we cut from beginning and double slash, it's still selecting, yeah? How many selecting? 1. So whatever I cut is good. Can I cut div 3? If I cut div 3 is working or not? Let's see. It's still selecting. I cut the div 3. Yeah. So now it looks more smaller, yeah? So now I'm gonna cut another div. So now let's see what's going on. Nope, because I'm missing the slash here. Yeah? So now it's still add card. The card button is selecting. It's cool. So delete another div. So double slash represent whatever before the div, they will be covered. Grab it. So now if you go inside, it's still selecting this card button. So now I have div 3. Let's see. I don't think so div 3 move will work, but let's try, okay? No. When I move the div 3, that selecting lots. So we're gonna go back to div 3. So now we know until where we can cut. Now we have very small XPath. Now guys, it start from N now. When is the cutting done? It start from the N. Now we start A. A, which under the div, this is the div. A represent href, also title, also rel. So now this will more title look more reasonable. So I'm gonna copy the title, okay? Because title represent view my shopping cart, which is the represent this, okay? So I'm gonna copy this. I copy it, and I'm gonna add and copy and this. So if I enter, title is working. So now I know the view my shop card which is selecting. So now and is done, yeah? So now make sure guys double quotation is not going to work inside the Java code. So now I've got a single quotation is working. So now before div I have div A, yeah? So I'm gonna double slash, see what happened. Guys, look at that, it's still selecting my XPath because I say the div I know it because this all have. So now over here I have div 3, yeah? So what is the div 3 guys? So if you see the div class, div 1, div 2, this should be div 3. I think this is the should be div 3, yeah? So I mean if I move this, let's see what happened guys. So guys, we do have, let's show you guys. I'm gonna use the dot and this. So see what a small XPath we do have now. We have only add cart, but this is easy. So this way you can always try yourself. You start cutting from the left, see how much you can cut, as much you can. Then when you're done, go to the right side and add the right side or the end point. End point is view my shopping cart, which I did, tied shopping cart. Now, when I add the end, now cut the next steps. Make sure that is still grabbing. When you grab, make sure that this is selecting like only one. Over here is selecting one, not more than one. You will be see here one. You'll be see here one matched node over here. One matched node in the left side. So node matching only one. If match more than one, that means your XPath is not good. So guys, that's it for today. Next video, I will be show you how to customize by text, by name, and reuse the XPath. And also I will be show you how to use the mouse over things. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please feel free to like it, and also you will find my code in the Future IT Vision GitHub, and subscribe Future IT Vision. Wait for next video. We will describe about framework, more about it. Thank you so much for today.